Hello guys, setosorcerer here again, and welcome to part 2 of my tips and tricks video. Now today I'm going to show you guys how to repair your enchanted items using villager trading. Now video 1 was primarily on villager breeding and making easy houses for them. Now if you want to check that video out, there's going to be an annotation at the end of this video for you guys to click on and check that video out. So either way, before I begin, most of you already know the mechanics on trading, so if you want to skip to the tips and tricks part, there's going to be a time on the screen right about now for you guys to click on and just jump to the tips and tricks. And if not, then we're going to go step by step on the priest and then trading in general. So let's begin here, and before we actually go over here, I'd like to say I made a critical error in my first video. Now I said that priests could trade rotten flesh for emeralds and 2 Eye of Enders for emeralds. Now keep in mind, when I knew about this was during the snapshot, and as of the full release they no longer do that. And these are the only 5 type of things they'll trade with you and sell with you, besides the enchanted stuff over there, which I will discuss later on in this video. So the first thing here, as you see here, gold for emerald. Typically you could trade I think around 7 to 9 gold for 1 emerald. Now to be honest, only if you have a zombie pigman farm this is worth it. If not, then I wouldn't even bother with this. The next one is trading emeralds for glowstone. Personally, I wouldn't even bother with this because you could get more glowstone just going to the nether for 1 emeralds, and you can use it for something more useful. Now emeralds for Eye of Enders, no, because you need 7 to I think 9 for 1 Eye of Ender, and that's just not worth it for the amount of emeralds you're using. Emeralds for bottle of enchanting, only if you're bored and want to just get to level 30 real fast, and my thing jumped for half a second. And of course the last one is emeralds for redstone. Personally, never use this one because you can only get 2, and when you mine a redstone vein it's 4, and you could probably get a lot more than that. So if you look at this, probably many of you are probably saying that's the reason why priests suck. Seto, why are you even making this video? Why? And a lot of people were complaining in the first video that priests are the worst villagers to use, and I have to say I disagree with that. The primary trading, yes, but the enchantment part, no. And of course I'm going to get into that in just a bit, but first I would like to discuss trading in general. So we have here a butcher and a farmer. Now I already took the liberty in maxing out this guy right here, and as you see here we have coal for emeralds, so that's 1. We have emeralds for leather, that's 2. We have raw beef for emeralds, that's 3. We have emeralds for leather boots, that's 4. We have emeralds for cooked pork chop, that's 5. And we have emeralds for pants. Pants. It actually says pants, that's cool, I didn't realize that. And that's 6. So I believe all villagers can only hold up to 6 trading things, and if you see here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different type of regular priest trading thing, plus an enchantment one, so that's right there 6. So regardless of what villager you get, there's a high chance that it will give you an enchantment, but the only one I recommend killing off will be the Eye of Ender, because this is 7 for 1 of Eye of Ender. Not worth it. The other ones are bearable. You could just sacrifice 1 emerald and hopefully you'll get an enchantment priest. So let's go over here to the little captive farmer here, his little plot of 1 block, and let's get started here trading. So trading is pretty simple. All you have to do is put it into any one of these 2, and it could be this one, it could be that one, doesn't really matter. And when you trade it, put it there, you could trade whatever items here. So 5 arrows, and there you go, I have 5 arrows. When you trade him the first time for any type of thing, he'll bubble up, and this means he's happy and he'll be willing to trade for his next item. And as you see here, 3 emeralds for a shear. So let's get 3 emeralds and let's take his 1 shear. And pretty much you're going to do this until you max out. Okay, so the next one is going to be chicken. I'm going to do the exact same thing. So this is already 3 in, so let me just get rid of this so it doesn't flood my inventory. There you go, he did it again. And now we could trade wool. So let me just spawn wool real fast. And I want to point out it could be any color wool. So right there, light blue, regular wool, doesn't really matter. I'm just have to point that out for you guys. So let me put that there, and he's going to be bubbling up in just a second. And now that unlocked the next thing. Actually, no, it didn't. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things right now. If I do it again, probably he'll unlock it. Sometimes it bugs out. You have to just be patient. So just look, and then he'll do the little bubbling effect. Yep, there he goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Okay, so I know what's happening here. So when he's going to choose the next one, he looks at the other one, and let's say he was going to choose arrows for the next one. Unfortunately, arrows has already been taken. So he'll just, null and void that choice. So you can continue doing this until you get something good, or, you don't even have to bother anymore. So let's just try it one more time, and if not, then we'll probably go to the next part of this video. And okay, so as you see here, you just have to constantly do it until you get to the next one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hopefully after this is the 6th one, and then we'll be capped. And then of course the next thing I need to explain is the trading limits. Yes, there are trade limits in Minecraft, go figure. So as you see here, wheat is the last one, and if I do wheat, where is wheat? There it is, wheatins. Wheatins. So if I get rid of that, he'll get all bubbly. And then of course, oh, I guess he unlocked another one. So over time he'll unlock more things. But of course with priest, you're capped at 6 because there's only 6 things you could do. Or you could possibly get 2 enchantments for 1 priest. I haven't really tested it out, but you know that is a possibility. So we have, actually I should talk about the trade limits right about now. Okay, so trade limits. So each villager's items only last 3 to 13 usages. What does it mean? This means you can only trade 3 to 13 times for the thing. So you could get lucky here and you could get 2 times or 3 times. After the 3rd time, it has a chance of going forever. This means once you use it, it's gone, and the only one you're going to have is this one. So we're going to show here 13. So let's just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, 13. And right here. So I just right click, take all this, take one more, toss that over, and you'll see in a few seconds he'll bubble up, and normally when this happens he'll run away, but since he's caged he can't really go anywhere. And as you see here, arrows are no longer part of our trading menu. This means it's no longer part of it, but of course if you use raw chickens every now and then, where's raw chickens? Raw chickens, there it is. There's a potential that you'll probably get back with the next trade. There we go, bubble up. Let's see if anything. Nope. New trade, nothing. But yeah, basically you only get 3 to 13 trades. Now here comes the tips and tricks part. So the first part I want to say is that you could pretty much do as many transactions as long as you don't close the window. And that's exactly what you're going to be using for the first part of the tips and tricks. So as you saw right there, I used 13, but let's say, actually let me get rid of a lot of these items real fast. And let's do something easy. Okay, so bread seems easy. Okay, so let me just get rid of this, this, and this. Okay, so the first tips and tricks of this video is that when you do this transaction, you could do as many times as possible, even past 13, as long as you don't escape this window. So as you see, I put a stack of 64, shift click, and bam! All these breads, that's 64 transactions right there. Let's do 32 more, right there. See, I can still trade with them. But of course, if I exit the screen, even if I go real fast, oh, actually, if I go real fast, it's still there. But once he bubbles up, then the thing is locked forever. See? It's gone. So I have a new menu of watermelons, which is kind of weird. Okay guys, so I jumped ahead here so you don't see like 3 minutes of nothingness. And basically, as you see here, we made it to our last trading thing, which is cooked fish. Now after you trade the last thing here, which of course, let me find cooked fish real fast. And of course, you're only going to see the part that actually mattered. And there's going to be like a part in this video that's going to be very blank, and I'm just going to edit that out. So as you see here, we traded the cooked fish, which was the last one after the bread, and then we got a new option for watermelons. And then once we do this, then the cycle just repeats over and over again. So once you eliminate, I believe, 6 of them, then they'll just repeat over and over again. So potentially one villager could have more than one things again. And as you see here, we got cookies, which wasn't part of the thing. Okay, so on to the other part of the tips and tricks, which is the enchantment part, the part everyone has been waiting for. Okay, so we have here a pin of, I think these are iron enchanters. And over here are diamond enchanters. Now I separated them just to show in this video. Okay, so firstly I'm going to clear my inventory. And I want to point out that enchantments only work on the following items: a pickaxe, a hatchet, a sword, and a chest plate. And it could be either iron or diamond. Now as you see over here, we have a chest plate that gives you protection 2. Actually, let me get my emeralds out already. This one is a fortune 2, projectile protection, efficiency, silk touch, and basically a lot of enchantments. Now the enchantment levels for these guys are ranged from level 5 to 19. So yeah, they're not going to be the most powerful one compared to like a level 30 enchantment. But as you see here, they're pretty damn good for, you know, like a level 10 or level 15. And of course, this one right here is a probably good enchantment. Efficiency 1 or 2 and unbreaking 2. What am I talking about? And of course, efficiency is 2 over here. Efficiency 2. Unbreaking 1. And so on and so forth. Every single one of these is pretty good. I'm pretty sure there was one that had like looting. I'm trying to find that guy. I think it's this guy. No, it wasn't. Maybe I killed him off. Maybe it's... Oh, he was in my main world. That's right. That's the one I remember seeing. Yeah, I got like a beastly enchanter that gave me a looting 1 plus some other stuff. So think of this as, you know, their own form of enchanting. Now, many of you are probably saying, well, this sucks. I don't want to waste my enchantments on something like a level 20 enchantment and then, you know, let them enchant with emeralds. But that's where this tips and tricks comes into play. So as you see here, let me I think it's load 3. Yep, there it is. And let's go find someone with a diamond pickaxe. Let's see, this guy. No, it's this guy. Okay, as you see here, a diamond pickaxe plus emeralds will equal his efficiency, whatever pickaxe he has. And let's see, get my emeralds out. Okay, all you have to do here is place whatever emeralds he's asking, which I believe is 2 to 4. Place your pickaxe and you get the enchantment pickaxe as you see here. Now, like I just said, probably a lot of you are probably saying, well, that sucks. Why do I want to, you know, have a crappy enchantment? Well, I have here a loadout. Let's see where it is. Number 4. Okay, as you see here, a lot of my materials are degraded, almost to nothing. This is my level 30 enchantments here, so I have a level 30 enchantment pickaxe, etc. And they're almost to the point of death. Right there, 15,000, 15,540. Okay, so initially when you see this, you say, okay, so it's just a regular hatchet plus emeralds, you'll get an enchantment thing. Wrong, you can actually use enchanted items to repair your stuff. So as you see here, we have a near to death hatchet plus emerald, and we'll get his efficiency, whatever hatchet. So think of this as a way to repair your enchanted items. Yes, granted, you're not going to get the same one you have, but think of this as, you know, like if it's about to break, it has a second life to it now. So we're going to use it here. We're going to put 4 here, and we'll get our brand new hatchet. And of course, you know, if I break anything with it, go back to the dude. Where is he? Dude's over here. Trade the hatchet for, you know, 2 more emeralds. We get another efficiency hatchet. So almost an infinite amount of trading here, so long as you don't go past the 3 to 13 trading mark. But of course, that's still a pretty good amount of trading. And of course, you can bubble up. And look, another enchantment here. You have a diamond plus emeralds plus efficiency 2. So that's where the tips and tricks comes into play. So you basically have an infinite amount of enchantments you could deal with. And if you have, like, for example, efficiency here, all you have to do is just run back to the villager when it's almost degraded. Use your very easy to get emeralds, and what do you know? More enchantments, and you don't have to like force it to break. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this tips and tricks. It's a very awesome type of tactic. Didn't think of using enchantments when it came to this, and I'm not sure if this is an exploit or just an overlook of, you know, enchantments type deal, but almost dead. Same with non-stuff like I just showed you a few seconds ago. Actually, let me just demonstrate here. So here's just a regular one, which is degraded real fast, so you guys will know that it works with even non-enchanted items. And there we go, hatchet. Place this guy here, used up, 4 right here. Get an enchantment. Almost degraded. Where's my pickaxe guy? I should really put him into a closer area. This one, I believe, is pickaxe. Place the one almost degraded, place my 4 emeralds, and what do you know? Another pickaxe. And you can just do this over and over again until they stop trading with you. And that's exactly the reason why I said priests are the best ones to get, because you have this ability to enchant and re-enchant items over and over again. And if you have a lot of them, you just have a lot of people that will trade with you. So yeah, this is a very awesome way to continuously recycle your enchanted items and to recycle your very, very degraded items, instead of using, you know, the typical repair, which requires another pickaxe, and gives you some, you know, weird pickaxe. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this tips and tricks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tips and tricks video, and if you did, it would be awesome if you guys left a like, because this took me a long time to do, and of course it took me a lot of time to research part 1 and part 2 for you guys, and of course, you know, to actually find this little exploit. Hopefully it doesn't get patched in 1.4, and I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button for daily Minecraft videos and more tips and tricks in the future. By the way guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.